What would you do if someone tried to scam you with a lie so bold it shook an entire store? In the heart of a chic downtown boutique, Ho Nguyen stormed through the glass doors, her heels clicking like a war drum. She clutched a designer satchel, its leather torn, straps dangling like broken promises. Her voice sliced through the hum of shoppers. "This bag is a disgrace," she shouted, slamming on the counter. "Defective garbage. I demand a full refund." The air thickened with tension as customers froze, eyes darting toward the scene. Ho's outrage was a performance, but the staff sensed something was off. This wasn't just a complaint, it was a calculated move. Ho's tirade painted her as the victim. She claimed the satchel, purchased just a week ago for $800, had fallen apart during normal use. Her words dripped with indignation, each syllable crafted to shame the store. "I trusted your brand," she snapped, pointing at the young cashier, Lily, whose face flushed under the verbal assault. HOA demanded not just a refund, but a public apology, accusing the boutique of selling cheap, faulty products. Customers whispered, some nodding in sympathy, others skeptical. The manager, Sarah, stepped forward, her calm demeanor a stark contrast to Ho's fury. "Let's review the situation," Sarah said, her voice steady but firm. HOA smirked, confident her theatrics would win. As Sarah examined the satchel, her brow furrowed. The tears weren't clean or natural jagged edges, and frayed stitching suggested deliberate damage. She glanced at Lily, who nodded subtly, recalling Ho's odd behavior during her purchase. "Ma'am," Sarah began, "this damage doesn't look like normal wear. Can you explain how this happened?" Ho's eyes narrowed, her tone venomous. "Are you accusing me of lying? I'm a loyal customer." She doubled down, recounting a dramatic tale of the bag collapsing during a business meeting, humiliating her in front of colleagues. But Sarah wasn't swayed. She quietly signaled to a staff member, who retrieved the store's security footage. Enter Marcus, the unassuming tech guy who worked in the back. He wasn't supposed to be part of this drama, but his knack for detail became the twist no one saw coming. Marcus had noticed HOA lingering near the store's display racks the previous day, suspiciously handling her satchel out of view. Curious, he'd flagged the footage for review. Now, as Sarah played the video on a tablet, the boutique fell silent. The screen showed HOA in a secluded corner, yanking at the bag straps with force, her face contorted with purpose. She'd even used a small knife to slice the leather, glancing around to ensure no one saw. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Ho's confidence crumbled, her cheeks flushing as she stammered. "That's not me. This is manipulated." The confrontation escalated. Sarah held up the satchel, pointing to the exact cuts from the footage. "These match perfectly," she said, her voice now edged with authority. Ho's story unraveled as customers, once sympathetic, turned against her. A woman in the crowd, Mrs. Carter, a retired seamstress, piped up unexpectedly. "I've worked with leather for decades," she said, stepping forward. "Those cuts are deliberate. No bag tears like that naturally." Her words landed like a gavel, sealing Ho's fate. The boutique's atmosphere crackled with tension. Hoa, cornered, lashed out. "You're all in on this. You're humiliating me," she screamed, but her defiance only deepened her isolation. Ho's downfall was swift and brutal. Sarah, unflinching, laid out the facts, the footage, the bag's condition, and Mrs. Carter's expert testimony. "We won't refund deliberate damage," Sarah declared. "You're welcome to leave, or we can involve the authorities." Ho's bravado shattered. She grabbed the satchel, muttering curses, and stormed toward the door. But the crowd parted, their stares heavy with judgment. One customer, a young man, recorded the scene on his phone, whispering, "This is going viral." Ho's name, once synonymous with confidence, was now tied to deceit. As she fled, the torn satchel slipped from her hands, landing in a display of pristine bags, a poetic symbol of her self-inflicted ruin. The boutique buzzed with chatter long after HOA left. Lily, shaken but relieved, thanked Marcus for his quick thinking. Mrs. Carter shared a quiet smile with Sarah, her unexpected role cementing the truth. The store's reputation, briefly threatened, emerged stronger. Customers returned to shopping, but the story lingered, a cautionary tale of honesty and accountability. Hoa's attempt to scam had backfired, exposing her to the very humiliation she'd tried to inflict. The truth, as it often does, prevailed with quiet power, proving that lies, no matter how loud, can't outrun evidence. In the end, the boutique stood as a beacon of integrity, its staff united against deception. Hoa's story serves as a reminder. Truth has a way of catching up, and justice, though patient, is relentless. What do you think? Where do you draw the line between standing up for yourself and crossing into deceit? Share your thoughts, because stories like this spark conversations that matter.